We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott to the right side. It's Kelsey.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, Hurts. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now Prescott on fourth down. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
The Eagles at 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And some room to run now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hurts.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
Hey, check that, street.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he is going to lose yardage here. We're scoreless after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He wanted to find his receiver there, but a little too much air on the throw for them to connect in the end zone.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jamison Williams
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On 2nd and 7, Prescott looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Throwing, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards, it's 3rd and very low. Now Prescott.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault.
A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Prescott to throw on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 40 yards. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down.
And now here's another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Now the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off. I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, here's Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Prescott on first down. Wide open receiver complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. A first down throw for Prescott.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. First down, Prescott. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
To the air again, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Got ready? 10 through 11, 10 through 11. No check, no check.
In motion left comes Williams. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll look to throw.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Back to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In motion left goes a tight end. On play action, Prescott. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Prescott off play action. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action now. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Fourth down, Prescott. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. We don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a first down. Prescott from the gun. Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And my goodness, another interception.
Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Complete, it's Dodson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Hurts. Looking for Dodson, and he's got him.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On the go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Prescott yet again. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Travis Kelce from 21 yards away.
And the Giants are able to claw one back.
Extra point, not good by much, but it does snake in. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
It's complete to Williams. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
This is taken way up at the 25.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Off the play fake, Prescott. On the move to his left.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dodson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. There's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Inside handoff to Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Able to complete this to Chenault.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
On play action, Prescott.
He's got the hook up. It's Chenault on the crossing route.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott on play action.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run with Mixon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The quick slant caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. In for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Gano now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here's another interception. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Prescott. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Prescott on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Prescott from the gun on third. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Prescott to throw on fourth. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Prescott yet again. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And a lopsided affair finally coming to an end. And really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were. And how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team. And their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Philadelphia, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Giants, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. It be coming like this on the intro, what they here for. If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, and all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shop it. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. They ain't falling figures, just know my. Quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the bass. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later,